I'm just hitting y'all with a little good morning. Just want to talk to y'all about some of these things that have been going on lately. Usually I continue to report on 49ers, and that's coming back. So don't forget that. That's coming right back. But what I do want to talk to y'all about is some of the stuff that's been going on with, the NFL and, all these protests and things of that nature. So one thing I want to say very simply is people in general have been getting killed in this country, forever. It's been that way for a long time. And it's not cool. We're supposed to be human beings, and we're supposed to always make sure that we do things right and we love one another, all that good stuff. And we shouldn't be killing each other. There shouldn't be wars. There shouldn't be a lot of things, but there are. So you just have to kind of live with it, go with it, and understand it. Now, the thing that I'm touching on is this anthem protest. So I talked to my pops, and I have to agree. It's no longer time to protest. At this point, it's time for action. We done brought light to the situation. Now it's time for us to act and get everything rolling in the right direction. I get that, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. But at the same time, it's not time to be bowing down to people either. So you got Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott out there going, yeah, man, the anthem, it's not the time to protest. And what happens in turn? You got people calling them Uncle Toms, calling them coons, all kinds of stuff. You got to remember, Dak Prescott is half white, half black. He was raised with a lot of white folks. So that anthem means a lot to them. Knowing the history of it and knowing the truth of it, reading the actual poem by Francis Scott Key, understanding what he really meant, brings me to a different point. And that point is very specific. We take so many things in this country that are tragedy and so-called turn them into triumph. To me, it's not a triumph when you turn a tragedy into a triumph because you don't tell people the truth of it. For all these people running around, that believe in all these holidays and everything like that, somebody thought this shit up to make money. You guys are being total fucking consumers. So think about it like this. Valentine's Day. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. If you don't know about that, look it up. It's not my job to educate you. Educate yourself. I'll just give you the knowledge. I'll just give you the, I'll drop that little gem for you, and you go ahead and do the research. Google is your best friend. So St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Now you got Valentine's Day. It's the day of love, and now everybody expects a gift on that shit. I got a buddy of mine named Josh. His pops ain't never bought his mom a Valentine's Day gift the whole fucking day they've been together. He told me every day should be fucking Valentine's Day. If that's the case, I agree with him. Feel it. So, next up is Christmas. So, first off, Christmas was based off a day called Saturnlantia. Another gem that I just dropped for you. Go ahead and look it up. See, the Christians got tired of people doing the things that they were doing, and next thing you know, they adopted the holiday to go ahead and stop all the things that was happening. Saturnlantia was like a modern day purge to an extent, because there was a lot of shit going on. Basically you could do whatever the hell you wanted. The word fuck, fornicate under consent of the king. Look that up. You know what I'm saying? Easter. All these religious holidays that people speak about, to me it doesn't make sense because you don't even teach these kids right. I guarantee if you ask a kid right now walking down the street who lives in a household whose family is supposed to be Catholic, Christian, whatever, what Easter is about, they're going to tell you about fucking bunny rabbits and eggs. If you ask them what Christmas is about, it's about Santa Claus, elves, and presents. You have something organized. You need to teach the kids the truth about what it's supposed to be about. Santa Claus was real in England. He did give presents to little orphans. Do your research and know your history, know your truth. You know what I'm saying? We basically jacked this country. And people don't even realize that shit. You telling people to go home, you need to take your ass back home. You don't make no sense. You stole basically the whole West Coast from Mexico. They own this shit. You came through, bought that. The planning for the railroads, Asians. Everything in this country that we have was based off of us taking something from someone else. Thanksgiving.
Hey man, let's sit down, let's eat, let's have peace. Oh, by the way, you don't know I'm slaughtering your people. Look at the truth of the situation and don't lie to yourself, don't lie to your kids. Tell everybody the truth and make sure that they know. You know what I'm saying? But this thing with the NFL, period, point blank, ain't nobody need to protest no more. It's all about action. You need to be doing what Cap is doing. And then you got Cap's name being scrubbed from the fucking lyrics in the song. Seriously right now? Why is his name scrubbed from the lyrics? His name isn't a curse word. Oh, I forgot. Cap decided to be the black man that took a stand, or a knee, and everybody got all butthurt. Oh my God, you're disrespecting our flag and our country and the people that fought for us. All of these fucking wars that you people are so happy and loving about. Think about this shit. Have we ever been bombed? Has anybody ever done anything to us actually? No. Look at every fucking war. We go to somebody else's backyard to fight a war. So I'm finna go to my neighbor's backyard where he know the lay of the land. He know every crack and crevice in his home and in his backyard. And I'm going to go fight a war there? That's an automatic disadvantage. That's pure stupidity to go fight a war in someone else's home. Use your brain. That's simple logic. It don't take a genius to figure that shit out. So think about it. All these, they're fighting for our freedom. My freedom ain't never been in jeopardy. I feel more threatened by the own fucking government that we got here than anybody outside this motherfucker. I can tell you right now, when I was in high school, 2 Russian dudes came over, you know what I'm saying, from Russia. They came here, they became citizens, and they were in school. And they were always talking crap, you know, about how Russia could bomb us and Russia does this, Russia does that. Man, that shit, them nuclear missiles would get in the air, we blow them bitches out the water before they even got here. America's military is very, very, very smart. I can guarantee you that shit. And, you know, people are always like, oh, you guys are bullies, you're this, you're that. People, let me explain something to you. There is this fallacy and this facade that America is for the people because we enjoy a lot of freedoms that other countries don't. So, yes, we do. I love my home. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I'm happy where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that you don't understand and or realize is that we don't make the fucking decision, dumbasses. They don't come to us, knock on our door, hey, is it okay if we go to war? So we can give them a little yes or a no and like a fucking checkbox. We don't get that. They make something happen that says they need to go to war. Most of the motherfuckers in this country are stupid, have no brain, and they go, okay, yeah, let's go to war. Let's do this. They're doing this. Look at what they did. They let cocaine into the fucking country. They let drugs into the country. They brought crack in purposely and let it flood the streets. Ain't they Freeway Ricky Ross got where he got? He told you himself. He was dealing with FBI people, CIA motherfuckers. They brought the crack into the country because the Black Panthers started having black people do the right thing. They were being smart. They were policing their own neighborhoods. We don't need you to police shit. We can keep our own shit. We hold our own stuff down. We ain't got to worry about that. Now, what do you have? A country that's just destroyed. You got ecstasy, you got heroin, you know what I'm saying? People pop pills, snorting, all this shit. And the government let most of it in. Because they got to keep a tight rein on things. They started legalizing weed, because why? They figured out they could make some money off of it finally. They started to understand. Ain't nobody ever died from no damn marijuana. And don't let nobody tell you that. You know, so all the unarmed black men that have been shot in this country and everything like that, it's hard. I even had a situation where I was in church. There's a pastor I really, really liked. Nice dude, white guy. Really good, preached very well. And what happened? He decided to comment on everything when Cap was still in the lead. Called all the people that were protesting spoiled brats, little babies that should get up and stand up for the anthem, you know, because they're getting paid millions of dollars. And this was when everything was fresh, you know. And when I sat down and I had to have a talk with this man and tell him how offensive it was for him to spew those words from his mouth coming from the pulpit, you know what I'm saying, and Jesus is supposed to love everybody no matter what, then why are you shooting on these black men that are trying to stand up for something that's right? But when cops got shot in Texas, oh, you was up there, we were supposed to mourn for their deaths. It didn't make no fucking sense. So to me, I'm just telling y'all straight up, there's things in this country and things in this world that don't have truth. Find the truth. Don't just be a regular person. When you buy shit, don't just be a fucking consumer. Make sure you get a good deal on your shit. But then remember, there are things put in place to spend money. Back in the day when people got married, what was it? There was 2 bands. There was no damn engagement ring. Somebody thought that shit up. Let me put a diamond here. Now, motherfuckers has got engagement rings that cost $30, $40, $50, $60,000 and shit and all this. And people, oh, if you don't put a big rock on my hand, I ain't gonna marry you. So you're more worried about the materialistic object than the actual love that exists between you and that other person. Look at what happens. It's a facade. It's a fallacy. It's a farce. It's a lie. So open your eyes and figure out the truth of things and then understand that. But don't be dumb and just sit there and just roll with the masses, you know. Open your eyes. Open your ears. Jesus couldn't have been born on Easter. Don't make no sense. Stay blessed, people. Stay blessed.